Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn to Code by Saurav. Today in this video, we are going to create REST endpoint to update user details like first name, last name and phone number. In the previous video, we had created a REST endpoint to get all users from the DB. And people who are new to the channel, I recommend to watch the previous videos in the series. Link is in the description below. Now let's start with the video. Let's start with creating a method in service class to update users into the DB. So in this video, we are going to update existing users into the DB. We will update like first name, last name. Let me show you the user object. We will update first name, last name and phone number. We won't allow to update email ID and the ID because this ID and the email ID will be unique. Let's quickly create a method. Once it is updated into the DB, we will return the updated user object. So we will write user as a return type. Update user is a method name, and then we'll take one parameter called user object. So first we have to get the user so that we can check if the user exists or not. We will so we'll write like this: user saved user repository dot find by ID user dot get ID. Sorry, the dot get ID. So new runtime section saying user not found. Now we'll write the update statement. So first we will set which attributes to update, like first name, last name or phone number. So in saved user details, we will set first name, and we will get first name from the requested object, this one, user dot get first name. Saved user. Similarly for last name, user dot get last name. Last name string. Okay, set. Similarly for phone number, set phone number, user dot get phone number. Yeah, and then user repository dot save the saved user with updated details, and it will return the same user object updated user details. Very good. So yeah, and we will return that. Return updated user details. Yeah. So let me explain you this line. The first line will check if user exists or not. If user exists, it will store the user details into the saved user variable, or else throw exception, user not found. So if user exists, we will say in the saved user details we will update the existing attributes with the newly requested attributes like get first name, last name, and phone number. And then we will send these updated details to update statement. So this save method is a part of GPA. So it's a part of GPA. So it will check if user exists or not. If user does not exist, it will save the user as a new user, or else it will update the existing user. So we already have this user with the user ID. So it what it will do now, like it will update the existing user with the first name, last name, and phone number, whatever the details we pass in the request. And once the user details has been updated, it will store the details, newly updated details, into the updated user details variable and return the same thing. So yeah, this is it for the update logic. Now let's start creating a method in controller class to update user into the DB. Open user controller class, create a new method assigned one public response entity. We will return single user, which is a updated user. So user method name will be like update user only. We will take parameter as user type and variable user request. We will mark this as request body. Mapping will be put because we are going to update existing user, so it will be put mapping. And user details, user service dot update user will pass user request variable, and we will return this updated user details in a response. Return new response entity, updated user details, and the status HTTP status will be okay, and the status code will be 200. And this is pretty much it. So when the request comes to slash user with the request type put mapping, the request type put, and the body will be user. So whatever the parameter, whatever the value we pass in the request body, it will those details will be mapped to this user request of type user, and this user request will pass to the service method, which will update the user into the DB and return the updated details, and will pass these details into the response entity so that it can send these details to the response with the status 200. Okay, yeah, so this is pretty much it. Now let's start the server and test this API if it is working fine or not through the Postman. Let's start the server. server has been started on port number 8080. Now we should be able to test this application. Go to Postman. Let's open a new tab. Copy the same URL. Request type will be put because we are going to update the user, and in the request body type row and JSON request. So we will copy the existing user details. Let's check what else. Let's check how many users we have. We will try to update one of those users. So I think this is a get all request. Let's hit, yeah. So we have total 5 users: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So let's try to update these user details. So we will update first name, last name, and the phone number. So let's copy this detail, paste here, beautify it. Email and ID will not be updated because we did not write logic for it, because we don't need it, because email and ID will be unique as a standard approach. So let's set the first name like Saurav, last name Kumar, phone number something like it is starting from 93. Let's start with 80 this time. Let's check if it is updated or not. Click on send button. Yeah, it has been updated. Now the first name is Saurav, last name Kumar, phone number starting with 80, and ID and email is same. So let's check in get all request. It should the date here the data should be updated. So let's hit again. Now you can see the first user. Earlier it was ABC and XYZ, first name and last name. Now it is Saurav and Kumar. So this means our API is working fine. Now let's quickly check in the database itself. Let's open Workbench. Select all users. So as you can see, the first user we had updated last time. So first name is Saurav, last name is Kumar, phone number starting with 80. Earlier it was 93. First name was ABC and the last name was XYZ. So now that it is verified, our code is working fine. So this is it for now. In this video, we have created an endpoint to update user into the DB and we have tested it with the Postman. In the next video, we will create an endpoint to delete the user from the database. So this is it for now. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you have any queries, please comment down below. I will try to address your queries. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.